Hey guys, it's Roxanne here. And I was going to jump on real quick because today I want to talk to you about eating food. Many of you have just heard, just eat. It doesn't matter, you need to eat frequently. And that's what you're doing. But the problem is, what are you eating? You need to eat the right kinds of foods. And the right kinds of foods are the foods that when you eat them, they drip glucose slowly into your system. Because even if you eat 200 calories of something that doesn't sound like a lot, if it breaks down to glucose very quickly, you are taking the chance that you will put on fat from that food. Meaning this, everything you eat, digests into glucose. So if you're eating something that doesn't require a lot of digestion, and it just dumps very quickly, your cells can only absorb a certain amount of glucose at one time. So if you flood your system with glucose and your cells get saturated, the excess glucose has to go somewhere. And what's going to happen is your body will put on fat cells in the midsection to store that excess glucose. So the type of food matters. Remember, always start with protein. You need to be eating every 2 and 2.5 hours. So make the centerpiece of protein, preferably lean protein, because if you're eating a lot of high-fat protein, you're going to feel inflamed and it's just unhealthy. You will end up having high cholesterol, and we don't want to do that either, right? So you want to eat lean proteins like seafood, fish, egg whites, turkey breast, chicken breast, just lean foods. And then you want to have vegetables, because when you eat vegetables, they digest down into phytonutrients, which are antioxidants that are really important to help quench up free radicals. And it's the free radicals that also can make you feel inflamed, because you're losing a lot of fat initially. So you're going to be having a lot of free radicals. So my suggestion to you is it's not about calories, it's about what kind of calories you're putting into your body. Because if you're putting in calories that are slowly dripping glucose, then you're going to have better results. If you're just eating calories that sound good and they don't drip glucose, meaning when you eat them, they just dump glucose, well, then that's going to look much different. You will probably notice a stall in your weight loss and maybe even putting weight on. So here's my rule of thumb. Any kind of food that you can put in a bowl and add water to it, if it gets soggy within 1 to 3 minutes, those are the foods that are going to dump glucose, right? Because if water can break it up, that means it's digests very easy. So an example of this is oatmeal in a package. You put in a bowl, add water to it, it gets soggy. That's going to dump glucose. Whereas old-fashioned oats, if you put them in a bowl and add water to them, they're not edible. You have to cook them to soften them. So the old-fashioned oats are okay, but the oats in the package, the oatmeal in the package is not okay. You put some protein, some meat, some chicken, some turkey in a bowl and add water to it, it doesn't get soggy. You put cereal, you put bread, you put crackers, you put chips, all those things in a bowl and add water to them, they get soggy within 1 to 3 minutes. So those are the foods you don't want to eat. So if you have more questions on that, let me know. Y'all have a great weekend. Memorial Weekend's coming around the corner. Enjoy yourself, and I will be talking to you next week. Bye.